so that we have this for later. And I will share my screen. Okay. All right. Of course, feel free, it's a presentation and it's something that I created based on my own experience, but as well experience of my clients, some of my clients, and feel free to contribute, to stop and say something, because it's just it's a guidance, but as well I'm always happy to hear your thoughts. So yeah, self-care, that's the topic of our theme of our month. And I found somewhere the saying, if you want to flourish, you have to nourish. And before that, just wanted to quickly mention what are the goals for this month. We want to reconnect again because we had a break in August, so each of us could recover, travel, rest. August is not a good month for in my opinion, to get into busyness and work. So it's nice to have excuse to really relax. And then this month, as I said, it would be nice to, for those of you who are interested in that, to focus on goals. What can we achieve in the last 3 months? Well, together with September, it's 4 months, but you know, how is it with December? December is as well another August. so yeah, what can we do in the next 3 months? And the task for this month would be to create a self-care plan that you can have ready to implement in your daily life, or to have it ready when you need it, when you have these moments when you really need to work for yourself, and when you need to spend time with yourself. And of course, we will have a mastermind, which is a great moment to discuss your challenges. And like always, it is about mastermind, about self-care, but as well about your any kind of challenges of your business. If you have a new website, you need a fresh opinion. If you have something to share, if you need support in sharing your offers or your products, if you need any kind of support or in your business, but as well in sharing your offers, that this is the moment. Yeah. And mastermind will be in 2 weeks. And so far, just for you, Catherine, for your information, this is our 4th month, and we went through the core foundation of our businesses, where we were talking about strategy and our vision. We were discussing sales and visibility, and teachings, these master classes are available for you. Just let me know and I will send all the links so you can study and you can see what we've been learning so far. And this month is about self-care, energy, alignment, and flow. So yeah, today we have self-care presentation, we have 2 virtual coffees, then we have mastermind, and we have a guest speaker. I'm chatting with actually 3 girls, and I have to choose one, and all of them are wellness coaches and like working with energy and alignment. So I need to choose the best one so that you have the best possible information. And for guest speaker, it's always a person, external person, who is touching the topic, the theme of the month. And it might be similar, it might be a little bit different, it might be something completely new to you, but I'm always trying to make it connected to what we are discussing during each month. Okay, so this is a Wonder Woman, and each of us want to be this Wonder Woman because we create our strategies on an everyday basis, and we want to have more money. Maybe at this point of our lives, we are starting thinking about having a property, or maybe we have already, that we need to take care of. We want to be sexy women for our partners or for our potential partners. We want to have a rewarding business. Yeah, like each of us, we are on our own, so it means that we are creating something that we like business wise. and we want to take care about our relationship, romantic relationship, or our relationships with people and our family and friends. We want to travel, we want to explore, we want to lead, we want to create. And it's all good, but this image of a perfect Wonder Woman is a myth, in my opinion. We can be closer to that. We can be better in one thing than better in another thing, another month, another year. But it's really hard to cope with all of this. And sometimes the expectations are very high, not only from others, but from ourselves. We are putting these expectations to us. And in the end, maybe we don't have this picture of wonderful, sexy, strong, kind Wonder Woman, but we have this crying creature waking up too early, going to sleep too late, drinking too much coffee, eating junk food, a creature who doesn't move, forget about healthy eating, forget about being by itself, by herself, looking at social media with no purpose and having limited beliefs that I could be better. And I'm sure that at one point or another, each of us can relate to this situation. And yeah, so more and more people are talking about it, and I'm glad about it, because until recently we've been all showing how is it amazing to work online and be a freelancer, and we are working on the beach with a laptop, and now more and more people are showing what's the reality behind that, working from home or working on your own can be sometimes not healthy and dangerous if we don't take care of ourselves. And I'm going to stop here, because I would like to know from you, like, when you hear self-care, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? Like, what activity or what feeling? I would like to hear something from you.
Yeah. I'd say for me, it's not doing anything, because you feel even in your free time, you have to do stuff, you know? Like, for example, right now I'm in Spain, so I have many places to visit, many things to do, and many parties or things to attend. So why should I stay home when the sun is bright and the weather is good? So really caring for myself is listening. If today I want to stay home and do nothing, like maybe watching a dumb series or reading some dumb book, not even like the most interesting book, you know, something just to rest, then I should do it.
Yeah. So do nothing. This is for
Do
you.
nothing. Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Catherine?
Yeah, I think it's a lot of things. It could be from not doing anything to pamper yourself, like take time to, do. I've been doing self dates. That is like dating yourself and just taking the time to put like nice music and take that I don't know, glass of wine, and just take the time to pamper yourself, to like, make yourself pretty for no reason than just feeling nice. So I think that, like, having the time for yourself, and from also setting up boundaries as well. This is something that I'm working this year a lot, just knowing when is the boundary with people or with work, just knowing when you have to say no, and that is totally fine. I have find that also very powerful when it comes to self-care. So a lot of things. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Ellie?
Yeah, it just means taking time for myself, whether that means like doing an hour of yoga when I probably could do some work, or taking some time to go and do some exercise with a friend, like things that are really for me. And also, like Catherine said, also looking after my mindset. So also making sure that I don't talk to myself in a bad way, and really helping myself to see the victories and the little wins and all the good things as well, you know, and balancing that with my sometimes critical thoughts, but trying to be more, you know, trying to protect my mindset.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, as you see, each of you have a little bit similar, a little bit different overview, but so far, because you've been working on by yourself, being self-employed, you needed to work out your coping mechanism, and this is the self-care practices. And yeah, we are just coming to a point where when it's almost impossible to run a sustainable and successful business according to our definition, when we are physically sick, when we are mentally sick. And it is almost impossible. And some of my clients are coming to me and they can't grow business. They are sometimes crying, literally crying, when I'm asking like what is really happening, because I don't believe that you have experience, you have a skill, and you can't get clients or you can't grow your business. And then they are just crying, saying that, oh, this and that, yeah, I'm overwhelmed, I have this problem, I can't cope with, you know, family or boundaries. And like they need to deal with that first before they will continuing growing business, because more business is more responsibility, so you are going to put more work. Yeah, that's why it's very important to be aware of that. And also here I was looking for, I don't know if you are familiar with Wheel of Life, where they ask you about in this very moment how like to assess your spheres or your areas of your life from 1 till 10, and explaining why and what should happen to be to go from 5 till 6, for example. Yeah, but I would say that there should be another sphere, which is self-care, like how you assess your self-care. Somebody can say that it's health and fitness, but it's always about more of a diet and moving. But it's much more. Yes, self-care, being with yourself. I think that should be another sphere where we should assess that, because it shows how much time we spend with ourselves and how much time we are giving to ourselves. And these are the most common problems when we are facing when we don't put too much attention into our mental health and self-care. So burnout, isolation, numbness, mental health issues like anxiety and depression in a escalating way, and withdrawal and apathy. And I myself went through some of them. I've been burned out, and because of that, I've been numb to any kind of external factors. Money didn't matter to me, or the future didn't look bright, because I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel that anything that could material, for example, could give me happiness in any kind of way. So I was forced to take holidays and disconnect from things and rethink my goals and rethink my lifestyle again, just because I was working too much, just because I didn't take breaks, and it was just like working and living like a robot. Yeah, so there is no business really without you, and if you really focus on too much work and wrong goals, and maybe goals that are not yours but something that you've seen online and you want to be like that but you don't know why, you might really lose yourself. And in general, self-care, some people might think that it's going to spa or luxurious retreats, which could be, but you know, some people think that just by doing this you could give yourself care. Yeah, so the argumentation can be that, well, I can't afford going to a super great retreat in Costa Rica, that's why I will not take care of myself. Yeah, which is bullshit. You don't have to do that. Yeah, it's in general, it's love and kindness to yourself. It's taking care of your physical health. It's me time. It's compassion to yourself, and of course gratitude, and noticing good things, noticing what I've already worked towards. And yeah, I mean, all of us, we have this beautiful opportunity to work by ourselves, for ourselves, and this is what we wanted, right? And this is, it's good because we managed to find energy, time, charisma, motivation to do that. And it's not that easy, really. We know that, we went through this process, right? But in order to go even farther, we need to notice that self-care, self-discipline, patience, and breaks, they need to be incorporated in our day-to-day business, basically that. And here I created something like a guide, which is completely subjective, and you might not agree with that, but it has been working for me, and I've been cultivating self-care for a while now, especially last year when there was a pandemic in 2020. I was in a house and I was working a lot. Like, I was working all the time because I was just too bored sitting, so I was just working. And I thought it's good for me, yeah, because like, hey, I can finally focus on my business, which is like, again, another bullshit, because I've been focusing on my business before. And I know that pandemic worked pretty well for some people because they could focus, but for me it was too much. So I needed to step away from working too much, and I needed to rethink what is important for me. And this is me in a healthy version, me in a happy version. Basically, I divided the self-care guide into 5 steps. And first, it's time for myself without feeling guilty, because the guilt is something that I've been feeling while I was not doing anything. Yeah. So the same what Fanny said, that, okay, well, I'm not doing anything, then I will just jump into another online course or some hobby because this is what ambitious people do. I'm an ambitious woman. First of all. Second of all, I didn't know how to be by myself. It was just very uncomfortable. And this was a red signal for me, because I didn't like myself. And not having yourself as your best friend, it's not a great approach, I would say. So finding time for yourself to do nothing, or to do something that it's rather grounding, rather relaxing, because all in all the meditation or stretching, everything is about relaxation. Yeah, we need to be relaxed to do more work. We need to go for holidays. I heard that you need at least 3 weeks of holidays in order to really fully recover, to start working again. I didn't have 3 weeks of holiday since 2017 or something. It's like, no. Then we have celebrating accomplishments, because at some point you just want to see, okay, what I'm grateful for and what did I do so far, because there's always something, right? Then another step is to connect and share. If you need the self-care moments, I tend to, this is my personal character trait, is that I don't share. Yeah, because this is, yeah, I'm from the country as well, and culture and maybe family that didn't want to really talk too much about problems. That's why I'm just like swallowing them. And again, until last year, it was working. But last year, I just decided to tell people about that I'm miserable, that I'm burnout, that this is this is what's happening, and in my perception, it was that people will feel pity, people will feel that people just give me some kind of this pity talks that I didn't want to hear. In the end, really, none of people that I shared my worries and my struggles, they've been all very supportive. They've been just there for me, saying like, yeah, I've been there, like you will be fine, you need time. And this is what I needed to hear. And this happens when you trust people and share, yeah, and connect with them. Because as well, another challenge and trap of freelancers is that we isolate ourselves from others. We don't have that many freelancing friends, and our not freelancing friends, they don't understand that our worries, yeah, that we overwork, because they only see laptop on the beach, right? That there are no problems. And the next step would be to cultivate healthy habits, to identify healthy habits connected to self-care, and then incorporate them, create schedule and stick to them, and just have self-care activities every day as a part of your life. And well, this is for for those of you or those people who think that, okay, self-care is just blah blah blah, candles and bath, and just for people who just want to just relax and not work. But really, the thing is that you need to restore your energy, and if you boost your patience and efficiency, you will be able to have more power to sustain your goals and to achieve what you want in your business, really. Yeah, so this is very practical, practical actions, not only woo statements. Yeah, and it increases problem solving skills, because you are boosting your patience, because you are boosting your self reflective skills, basically. So in terms of the step one, make time for yourself without feeling guilty. Basically, you just need to, first of all, learn, well, you can learn to be with yourself alone without doing anything. So the Fanny's approach. And this is something that I couldn't do, and I needed to learn. It was not easy. Yeah, it sounds like something that, of course, I can do it. But then what we will do, we will reach for the phone, we will turn TV on, we'll start making tea, we'll start making another tea. We would just like grab things and just try to hold on something, because we can't hold ourselves. Yeah. Learning how to align yourself, so waiting for a moment, give yourself a moment to feel yourself again, and it takes time, and we are not patient. So this is another thing to learn, and learn to hold yourself, as I said. Yeah, it's just to, even not physically, but imagining that you are holding yourself as a little child. Yeah, it's just like pampering. Yeah, it's just petting yourself, like stuff like that. And some ideas from me, and feel free to share your as well. For me as well, this time for myself is usually about coming back to my body, because I'm too much in my head. So I'm just losing. I'm numb for touch as well. Yeah, for I don't feel I could just like punch myself and it doesn't hurt really, and that's weird, right? That it shouldn't be like that. So we can activate senses, and each of us has our favorite activities in terms of senses and favorite senses. So you can listen to your music, you can use essential oils. I as well discovered that smell, it's something that it's my favorite thing. So I'm just all the time surrounding myself with essential oils that remind me the forest, and I'm grounding myself, basically. Yeah, have a solo dance party. This is cool. This is another thing. And as well, it's going out of comfort zone, because oh, what if somebody will see us? Oh, it's just so, it's a thing that you don't want to share with others. Yeah, but I see more and more people are practicing that. Then taste preparing your own food, eating with your hands, touching the food, touching fruits. And for those of you who like to see beautiful things, then just go into nature and just look into green. We can shake it out like there are other activities. Yeah. Let yourself cry. And this is another thing, because some of us have hard time crying. And you can watch, for me sometimes I just need to watch Titanic or The Notebook, and then I'm going to cry, and the tears, although are about sad movie, is the tears that I need to be released sometimes. Yeah. Do you have anything from your life, some ideas how to what do you do for the time for yourself?
I love the solo dance party. That's one of the best things working from home, is that sometimes I have a song, I'm like, oh, this song is so good. And I start dancing. I'm like, if I'm in an office, I would, look around me and I wouldn't do it. I think when I worked in an office, I used to go to the bathroom to dance.
Really?
Yeah, I will go to the bathroom and have my little dance and something, and nobody knows. I'm just in the bathroom. I say, don't sing, Fanny, don't sing, they're gonna hear it. And here I'm like, yeah, it should be a common thing. People randomly dancing in the street or at the office.
I'm with you. I love dancing.
But I heard about some people taking a break and dancing like for 10 minutes. 10 minutes dancing, that's a lot of work, huh? I do it 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think self-care is like just seeing like what are you expecting maybe from outside, or like what will you want somebody to do for you so you feel care, or because as I say, I think it's a whole spectrum. It requires a lot of self-knowledge as well, because for self-care is also like a also being responsible and putting myself to work sometimes, like also saying, okay, you did your dance, you did your walk, okay, it's time to go back and do something, and not push yourself, but use that energy. And also like knowing when is that flow energies and use it. I realized that Monday for me is like Sundays, and I'm having trouble working on Mondays. So I'm using now to maybe cleaning and setting up the week. It's also self-care to know how what are your flows when it comes to, and also when are you sabotaging yourself and just distracting. I am very, Ania knows me, and I'm just maybe my culture, but I'm more like this, I get distracted very easy. So for me it's also self-care, knowing that on me, and also being responsible for myself is self-care as well. Like
keeping yourself accountable. Yeah,
definitely, like that. So if I know I'm gonna be, as Elle say, like sometimes we're very hard on us, also like not myself, that arguments, trying to be soft with myself, but also knowing that this will make me feel bad later, so instead of like not doing anything at all, I will start somewhere. I will put some order and like do that to-do list and start with something small. That's also self. I think what I learned is the whatever I expect from someone else, do it for myself, not waiting for something out to come and tell me. And I think that's also, as a freelance, that you're your own boss, so you have to have that role as well. Sometimes, just, be the boss you wanna have.
Definitely. Definitely, I completely agree. I mean, the first step is to discover what is it that works for you. And you can test out new things if you don't know. Sometimes we don't know. We are like, what should I do? Like, I didn't know As you said, I had no clue about essential oils, none of these things, like dancing on my own. No, like maybe with girlfriends 10 years ago while drinking in pre parties, yes, in the house, but on my own, yeah, I just learned that. So first thing would be to do the self discovery into what we like, what makes us relax. Okay. Then we have celebrating your accomplishments. So focusing on the good, especially when the moments when we don't feel good, then being grateful always for what we have, and maybe looking as well at yourself in the mirror. Yeah, this is another thing, to look in the mirror and just smile to yourself, because I don't know how about you, but when I'm in a bad mood, I don't want to look at myself. I'm just like, I'm so mad as well that I feel bad, that just don't want to really face myself. I just feel many guilt, shame, and this kind of negative feelings. So there's this exercise that I've been asked to do, is to smile at yourself in the mirror and just say, like, you rock this, you are good, you are nice. Yeah. Wave to yourself, and that's you. Yeah. Hi, it's me, I'm your best friend. Seriously, I should be my best friend. So simple things, however, maybe sometimes neglected. Thinking about what you are grateful for. And I said here 10, but it could be just really a few things, and everything counts. Everything. It's not only our business accomplishments, but the fact that it's sunny, it's a sunny day, and somebody smiled to you, somebody opened your door. These things count. Yeah. Also journaling about your wins. It could be just writing about what happened last year, even, or last few years. This counts as well. We don't have to focus always on the present, but just summarizing what was there. And another thing is to just put your hands on the heart, yeah, and breathe deeply and really feel the pulse. And this is another thing that, for me, when I was hearing people were doing this, I was like, come on. But then if you feel how your chest is moving, you are like, this is a living being. This is like a lot of blood going there by itself. Like, I'm not doing anything really. It's just the body. It's just, I don't know who designed that. This somebody who is really talented, and just to be grateful for this. Maybe it's a evolution, history, God, or energy, or universe. I have no clue, but it just works for us, and that's so cool. Yeah. Anything here for you girls? Do you have any exercises, ideas how to appreciate yourself?
Well, I have a journal, and every day I have a page, and it says, I don't know if you can see here, 3 things you're grateful for, and then also here affirmation, so your daily affirmation. Right. And I try to do that every day when I sit down to write my list, and I also try to think of something different every day that I'm grateful for. And from my training with Ania, I try to think of things also that are to do with myself. Like, so a lot of the time I write my family or whatever, but also have to try to remember, okay, what have I, what can I be grateful for within myself? Like this week, I said no, and then you could say, yeah, I said no this week, or like, those kind of things. And then that really helps you, especially if you look back over the week and you see, okay, these are all the things you were thinking about this week, and these are the things to be grateful for. So yeah.
True that. Very good. Girls, do you have anything?
Well, sorry. I had found very, very powerful. You know, I'm a ritual girl. I believe that rituals are super powerful. And what I have found, you know, really nice and a big discover, I can share like you later some information if you want, like how to do it, is the self dates, like dating yourself once in a while. Although it's not like, what is that? And the first time that I started doing it, I didn't understand, but it's really powerful also, like taking that time to, like if you were going on a date, you know, but with yourself, and just like really put attention on getting yourself, you know, that chocolates that you really like, and the nice wine or whatever, or the bath, or just like really, really do it with the intention of dating yourself. I don't know, for whatever accomplishment. I think it's I've been doing it, and I think it's really, really powerful, and something I would recommend to anybody. Just that, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I need to implement that. I forgot about it.
You heard about it? Yeah, I heard it from some. Yeah, I mean it's really powerful, as you do with the oils and everything, but just like set yourself a date, you know, put the candle and put the bath and put the music, and really just date yourself. It's really powerful. Yeah.
Nice. Very good. Okay. The third step, connect and share. You can build an emergency support, so people who you would contact you in the first place, and it could be our best friends, but it doesn't have to be. Yeah, it's sometimes you have problems that maybe you are not confident sharing with the closest one because maybe it's about them. So what then? Sometimes it's good to share with a stranger. Yeah, like a stranger or a person that you don't know that much. Sometimes for me it worked if it was about people that were close to me. Yeah, I was meeting a friend from a couple of years before, and just ask her if I can talk about it, and most of girlfriends were like, sure, I'm a good listener, and I just wanted to let it out, right? And she doesn't know these people, so she doesn't care. Yeah, it's another thing. You can join a community of people who are facing similar challenges. So it could be our community for freelancing girls. It could be community for people who are doing specifically what you do, or maybe you are having some difficulties which are having a longer impact. Then as well connect with those people. It's really cool to surround yourself with people who understand you, because yeah, it's another one of the first step to depression is that surrounding yourself with people who don't understand you. Yeah, because you feel that you can't connect, because people who don't understand you will not connect to you. Yeah. And trusting people. Yeah, and this is, as like I said, for me it was a big deal. I didn't want to share my worries or my feelings to people, because just thought that why would they care about my problem? Everybody has their own problem. And I discovered that people want to help. Really, most of people want to help. And probably all of you want to help. If somebody will come to you with a problem, you will be like, of course I will listen to you, and I will just, if you need advice, I will give it to you. If you just need me to listen to what you say and have a glass of wine and just like complain about guys, fine. Guys or girls. So like I said, join a community of some kind. Choose your closest emergency support. Trust people. You can join masterminds if you need to work through something. And for you, how does it work for you in terms of connecting and sharing when you are experiencing some self-help or self-care issues? Do you find it easy to connect, to share? Do you have your support system, support group?
Yeah, I think I have different people for different things. So like some people, well, one person is like really good at kind of helping me be grateful, and also like we work out together, so that's always a lot of fun. But then I also have another friend, but he's not like really close, but he also is a freelancer in Hamburg, so every now and again when something is like, oh my god, with a certain person or client, then we can have a good chat about that.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. What about the rest of you?
I don't have anything like straightforward. I just have people I try to call regularly and just catch up and things like that. Maybe I won't talk about what's been bothering me or an issue I have, but we talk about many things, and just sharing stuff is soothing.
Yeah, sure.
It helps.
Yes,
Mhm.
definitely.
I
Yeah.
think, yeah, I can also add, like, it took me a long time to get to the point where I felt like I could discuss the things that had gone wrong. Like, it was really only this year when I really opened up, and other freelancers were like, oh my God, yeah, I also took on something that was ridiculous and I shouldn't have done it. And like, it was really good for me to realize, okay, it's not just you. You don't have to beat yourself up so bad.
Yeah, it's not just you that you are like have had a few bad clients, right? It's just just happens to everyone. It's a
Yeah.
risk of the business, and it happens all of the time. And as well, I had few bad clients at the beginning of my freelancing, and that time I didn't have many freelancing friends, so I had to just swallow it. But yeah, at some point I started to surround myself and look for self-employed people. Like when I was living in Spain with Catherine, we started to hang out with nomads. We created a small community, and we could just go for a beer or join co-working space and just chat with people about their challenges as well. So I felt that I'm among peers, really. Yeah, whereas before I was just closed in my room and just thought that something's wrong with me because I couldn't see the world, how the economy, how the world looks like, really. Yeah, because it was just me or people on social media or some people who were employed, and they didn't have problems with cash flow and stuff like that, right? They didn't even understand, because money on the account, and yeah, holidays for 2 weeks in Maldives. And,
Oh
yeah. Yeah. All right. Then we have cultivate healthy habits. So really listing things that can be connected to self-care habits that you want to build, maybe that you still don't have, but you tried and you want to implement that. And not choosing more than 5, I would say, that you want to work on within the next few months or years, because we can overwhelm ourselves with being too much of this. Yeah. Thinking about your breaks and new healthy diet and exercising and this and this and this, and then in the end it will be like too much. You will be like overwhelmed with self-help and self-care activities. Yeah, and of course it can go wrong. Yeah. And these are a couple of things that from my experience, water, for me, it's clear. When I have a headache, it's probably because I didn't drink water. For me, it's already working like that. That's why I'm surrounding myself with a lot of liquids everywhere. It is a simple and maybe common issue, but no water, headache for me. As well, vitamins, and each of us, we have different bodies, so I'm as well taking care of vitamins. Vitamin D is very essential for our hormones as women. And yeah, like I'm suffering from lack of vitamin D. It's not really easily absorbed by my body. Even though I was living in a sunny places, I need to take vitamin D every day. What else? Meditation is another thing, or like altar, like prayer altar. I have something like this, which is not a big one. It's just a couple of crystals, couple of candles, things that just like Catherine said, they are creating some rituals. And when I'm putting the fire, this is the time for me. Yeah, like journaling or meditating is just creating a space for that. Yeah, it's just you are coming into different space in a different environment. It's like the sacred. Yeah, it's something for me completely different than working or doing something else. It's just for me this little corner or this little things that I'm doing for myself. Another thing is like daydream, and it is a false perception that daydreamers are people who are lazy, stuff like that. I don't know if you remember, but in school they were always like saying like what are you thinking? Like focus on the lesson, and people were just daydreaming, or children were daydreaming, but we were being punished for that. And daydream, especially about cool things and imagining cool things, I think it's a very good habit. And it just puts you visualize things, and it puts you into nice atmosphere, and you feel relaxed, and you like, I love daydreaming. So I'm when I'm have some space and I don't want to do anything really in particular, I would just think about nice stuff that happened to me, and I was just think that it would be nice it will happen again, for example. And another thing, uplifting music. This is I have few of the playlists that I'm putting while I'm journaling or while I'm figuring some things. It works really well for me. I'm also looking on Spotify for other people's playlists. It's called uplifting music. You can just put it in Spotify, and they have a lot of cool music, or there are feminine music, more of a for you to move a little bit and just open yourself to this feminine movements. Like they are more instrumental, they are more tribal, or like electronic with tribal. They are really cool. And for me, this is my personal thing, is I need to organize and clean out my browser bookmarks and my desktop, because sometimes it's just when I see it, I'm like, oh my God, what is there? And it's just in my head all the time. And I'm seeing this disorganized things, and they are bothering me. And when I do this, cleaning, and I see empty desktop, it's just, wow, I feel so good. It's just a trick for me to declutter. And yeah, what about you girls? Do you have any things that you are doing as a healthy habit, or you want to implement, or you heard that it's good to do?
I have a new thing. It's to review my, it's not a habit, it's to review my backup folder, because my folder on my computer is all clean and organized. Yeah. But each time there's a file I don't need anymore, I drag it to the backup folder.
Yeah, me too.
So there are a lot of files in the backup folder that's a few years old. Don't think I need everything, so I should go through it like maybe once a year, and like spring clean my computer and delete what I don't need anymore, because there are things I don't need, and I keep having them and backing up them on my external memory, but it's maybe bye-bye.
There's a lot of dust there. I didn't even look once in my backup folder. And like, because
I did the last time I copy pasted something there.
It's automatically synchronizing everything that I'm saving. So it's probably since 2016, like crazy.
I think mine too. So I need to go there and to cut things.
Yeah, good stuff. Maybe we'll feel better doing that. Like, wow, there's no burden there. Anybody else?
I mean, I say for me, it's I have that I really need to meditate and connect and take that space for myself. And since it's something I really enjoy, I think there's not a day that I don't do it. At least 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I take the time to do that, just to, you know, put some music or some guide meditation as well. It's hard sometimes to try to meditate by yourself, but the guide meditations, there are good, and there's many good ones. You can always find whatever you need, like for clear mind, for forgetting whatever, it's there. So meditating is something that I have as an habit. And the one that I struggle making it that a habit is the exercise. I mean, I go for like maybe 2 weeks that I'm doing yoga every day, and then like something happens that one day I don't do yoga, and then it's like it takes me a lot of time and effort to go back to that habit. Yeah, that is the one that I struggle, and I've been struggling my whole life with the exercise. Yeah.
Yeah, it's starting again or starting from the scratch. This is the habit as well, to go back to routines. The same as meditation, as you know, it's you meditate, and this is what they teach us, is that even though you will start thinking, go back. Go back to be present. And it's the same with everything else. When you stop exercising because you have a trip somewhere, try to go back. And I know it's hard, but maybe this is a habit itself, habit of going back to things, going back to habits. Which app do you use for meditation? Do you use any app?
No, I don't use any app. No, I just as I say, listen to some guide meditation, like something. I have some on SoundCloud that I really like. And after that, if I feel that I want to keep, then I just switch to music, and that's it. Yeah, never use for meditation. No.
I use a Insight Timer since few years. It's my favorite, and as well, you can type any feeling, any worry, any mantra, any, like, if you feel that you have a broken heart, you just like mantra for broken heart. If you feel like, for example, I had a strong PMS, like before my period, and it was very emotional, and mantra for this. I'm like, okay, nice. And it's for free, and as well, you can do the silent meditation. It counts your minutes with the gongs. So I tried that. Some of my friends were doing Calm as well. They really liked it. And there was another one, something with space. Headspace. Yeah. This guy, I think he's on Netflix, even having some series of meditation technique. He was the first one, I think. He's a British guy. Yeah. All right. And the last one is to create a schedule and stick to it. So as well, Catherine said before, it's, even though we are into this moment of self-care, there are some things that we need to do still. So if we are responsible towards others in terms of our work, let's prioritize that in our list. But then let's do the important things. Then put some self-care activities among them. Once you do what you're responsible for, business-wise, let's say, or other people's wise, then practice self-discipline, for self-care. Because this is as well another thing. You need to just do it, regularly, and commit to that. And I said here, monitor your progress on Fridays. For it could be any other days, but just summarize, saying like, okay, how much did I really do the self-care practices last week? Didn't I do it? Why didn't I do it? And some kind of more concrete actions will be disable notifications on your phone. Like for me as well, it's I don't know how about you, but if I have a notification on my phone, I would just like look immediately, and I will think about it for the next hour. What this girl wrote me, what was the email about? So either you put it away or just disable notifications, because they are making you more stressed on the everyday basis. Yeah, you're just thinking about it all the time while working, and it's like, oh my god, what she said, oh my god, what she said. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ellie, you can relate?
Oh yeah. I have a client. I'm not with them the whole day all the time, but I have an app and I use it with them, and it's just like ping, 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 and I'm like,
Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. And there are certain sounds from apps that we are using for work or not that already makes us very nervous. Yeah, and we are not even aware. Like for me, Skype a sound makes me really like, oof, I have goosebumps. I don't like it. Yeah. Consciously create breaks. This is another thing as well, maybe cliche, but yeah, I can't just sit in front of my computer for 2 hours, but then after that it's just numbness. I'm like, I don't know, I don't care. I don't care about anything if I work too much. Yeah. So this is important, and put the plan of what you've created so far into your daily to-do list. Yeah. Take a break. And what is in the end, what is the most challenging is to actually really do it. Yeah, actually really put these things of self-care a day, every week. Yeah, put it in your calendar. Yeah, and just treat it as an equal with client work. Okay, client work, I did it for 2 hours, then maybe another half an hour will be for something else. Maybe I will meditate between working for clients. Yeah. Not only in the morning, not only in the evening, but maybe in between. Yeah. For me, it's the best thing is to start a day with self-care habits. I already told, I think some of you, is that it makes me anxious if I start work, because I feel that my life is work and it's not true. And I don't want to, I want to do it. That's why I have around 3 hours for myself in the morning before I'm starting officially working, doing client work. Because I'm just like, okay, I just did so much for myself. I really want to work because I have space and I have energy for that.
Yeah.
Okay, here are just a couple of quotes from what other people are doing, like concrete ideas. Yeah, some people are reading Harry Potter. I was doing that as well. Actually, during pandemic, I read all Harry Potter series in English first time. Yeah, it's somebody's cooking, somebody is doing a skincare practices. My best friend Robert, he right now he had his birthday in January, 30th birthday. He was very sad about it. He was really panicking that he's old. I know. But yeah, he said that in order to make himself younger longer, he started to do this skincare routine, and he was telling me about this different types of cosmetics that I've never heard about. But he said right now it really calms him down, and he's doing in the night, and he's just doing for 30 or 40 minutes together with face massage. You know, these rollers are right now very popular, and I saw on Instagram that there are ladies selling online courses for face massages, yeah, face lifting that you are doing, like other things. Yeah, I don't know.
I have a roller, but I do it randomly where it feels good, you know.
Yeah. Good. So this is as well self-care, right? Yeah. So the challenge for this one. This is not really a challenge. It's something for you, and I'm going to take a part in this as well because I want to do it more consciously, to create a self-care plan. And there will be a presentation like last time, but don't take it too seriously. You don't have to present it on PowerPoint, but just to say, if you want to share how you want to execute this self-care plan, how you want to show up for yourself, how you want to be with yourself, how you want to think about your accomplishments. What is your support group, or to who you want to reach? You are planning planning reaching. Create a list of healthy habits, and how you're going to incorporate that in your daily life. Yeah, it's if it's going to be on the calendar or in, whatever on your paper, or something that you think that you will do every day or once a week. That would be really cool to create and to share between us, because again, maybe we will borrow some nice idea. Right, looking after yourself is the moment. It's a long-term investment, girls, so we should start today. And on Monday we have a virtual coffee. As I say, we are going to talk about the goals for the month, and as well things that you are working on. And then I have a nice self-care group questions from vision cards that I got from my friend. So they are really like going a little bit deeper, and they are really nice. And we're going to discuss female-male energies and how to use them in our freelance business, which energies are more visible and how to balance them, because most of us, we have more visible one or the other, and there are some things to balance them so that you feel that you have a little bit of everything. Okay, that's it for today.
Great, thank you.
Thank you for sharing, participating. Thank you for showing up. I missed you. And I want to connect still with you. And yeah, of course, if you need any support, you are in the group. If you want to share some of your new websites or some of your content or ideas or cold emails, or anything that maybe it's useful for others, if you have any resources. I think, Catherine, you were saying a little bit about the dates, self-dates. Maybe you have some resources, or anything that would be wonderful. Yeah, to please use this space for that. And yeah, we will see each other on Monday. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Have a nice evening, everyone.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Ciao.